it is time for another exclusive. All right, we haven't done one for a while, have we, guys? Look, it says here, exclusive, eh? Are you excited? Right, let's get stuck into it then. Now listen, before I get into this video, actually, I should let you know I'll be live on here tonight at 6:30 p.m. UK time, all right? Okay, so what have we got today? We haven't done an exclusive for ages, have we? Let's have a look. Right, so basically I'm going to go over the article. I might give some opinion as I go through it. I've not even read it yet. I have submitted the entire article to my AI assistant, Dave. If you're new to my channel, Dave's my AI assistant that's been trained for just short of 2 years, I think now, to analyse, football news articles, the journalists or so-called journalists that publish them, the websites, the newspapers, whatever, all right? And we have a wealth of information for every journalist, every outlet that we cover, right? So it's very, very good. It's not just throwing it at AI, trust me. And Dave is one cool motherfucker, as my people on here will tell you. So this exclusive is by Graham Bailey, for example, and we obviously have a Graham Bailey log of every single article since we started doing this, all right? So Dave is able to look for flip-flopping or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can just compare articles and stuff. It doesn't really matter about flip-flopping when it's people like Graham Bailey, but if it was Ornstein or Joyce, for example, that's where it's important, where Dave will remember things, that I would never remember. So, okay, let's go with it. Liverpool open to shock Van Dijk sale amid sense of regret and multi-club transfer scramble. Exclusive. It says exclusive by Graham Bailey. Now, it's published by Team Talk, which is a dreadful outlet, really, but a very old outlet. We've got a lot of dreadful outlets today. Team Talk were around, the same time that I started Cup Talk back in the 1990s. They were better back then, really, but it was even then, back in 98, 99, 2000, Team Talk was still notorious for publishing, a load of nonsense, to be honest with you. Let's see if it's changed, all right? So, Team Talk can reveal that Liverpool no longer regard Virgil van Dijk as untouchable. And sources... Remy, do you smell like it? Sources. What is it? Oh, I know what it is. It's bullshit. Understand. Sources understand. We've got to reveal. Sources understand that the Reds are prepared to assess any serious offers that arrive for their club captain amid claims he is a dream signing for a former Manchester United manager. Boo. The Dutch defender, it says, he turns 35 later this month, endured a frustrating campaign. Didn't we fucking all under Arne Slot? Alongside much of Liverpool's squad, as their Premier League title defence failed to ignite, ultimately leading to the departure of Arne Slot. Talks about the contract he signed in 2025, worth an estimated $350,000 a week. Fucking hell, I'd be happy with 350. Do you know what? I'd be happy with 35 quid in my fucking pocket this week. Alongside Mo Salah, but Team Talk understands those renewals are now viewed with some regret inside Anfield following the club's disappointing campaign. I don't believe that. Anyway, Salah is already on his way out. What do you mean he's already on his way out? What date is on this? It says 3 hours ago. What do you mean already on his way out? After agreeing to, he's fucking gone to part company with... I was just checking our reading like an exclusive from like fucking 3 months ago. Okay, it says 3 hours ago. So Salah's already on his way out. And sources have now told us that Van Dijk could also be... not has become, but could also become the subject of serious discussion should the right opportunity emerge. So why could it become the subject of serious discussion and not just a discussion? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's discussion. Maybe. Why is it serious? They use all these words, don't they? It talks about Andy Robertson leaving. It's got nothing to do with the article. The new coach carrying out a full assessment of the squad, as Rafa Benitez would say, squad, for sure. If Irola says it like that, man, right? Because the Spanish are like that. Oh, fucking hell, man. Sorry. Now We reveal that not only is Van Dijk's situation attracting major attention, not just attention, major attention across Europe and beyond, as if it says and beyond, but Liverpool are now open to any serious offers for his sale, having removed his now untouchable tag. No one should be untouchable, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, nah, everyone's got a fucking price. Even I've got a price. I'll try anything once. You pay me enough. Virgil van Dijk, Milan joined long list of suitors for Liverpool legend. That's like a little bold section, subsection. AC Milan, now managed by former Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim, have made inquiries through intermediaries to establish what a deal might look like. Notice how they use the word intermediaries. They didn't outright make a claim that, you know, like Amorim has contacted Liverpool or AC Milan has contacted Liverpool, because you could maybe get into trouble for that, right? If you're making up something that's not true. But if you say intermediaries, right, it kind of says like, oh no, we were told this by anyway. To establish what a deal might look like. What it might look like. Hello, hang on a minute, excuse me. Hello, can you tell me what might a deal look like? What? You're faxing it through now? Okay, cheers. Oh, here we go. This is what it might look like. What the fuck are you on about? Remy jumped up then. What did he? He didn't like that noise. He didn't like the fax machine noise I made. Okay, as you can probably tell, I don't have much patience for this nonsense, because we know it's going to be a load of shite. Turkish heavyweights, Galatasaray. Have I got anything wrote on that envelope I shouldn't show you? I hope not. Turkish heavyweights Galatasaray and Fenerbahce have also been credited with interest, while we understand that clubs from the Saudi Pro League continue to monitor the experienced centre-back closely. They're not just monitoring him, you know what I mean? They're not just keeping an eye on things. My eye's stinging, by the way. Not just keeping an eye on things, you know, they're not just monitoring closely. How do you monitor closely more than monitor? I mean, am I being unfair here? Am I being unfair? Let's see. Let's continue. I won't be monitoring anything. There is also significant interest from Major League Soccer. There's not interest from Major League Soccer. It's significant. What line does it go from interest to significant? Do you know what I mean? Where is that line? It's winding me up now. With sources confirming there is genuine admiration for Van Dijk. All right. Well, where's the confirmation then? Despite that, Team Talk understands neither the club nor the player would immediately dismiss the possibility of a transfer if a suitable proposal arrived. Whether such a move ultimately materialises remains to be seen. That's the get out, all right? That's the well, we did say we don't know if something will come of it. Liverpool's defensive options have already been weakened. Goes on about Canate, Gomez, Future, who has less than a year left in his current arrangement. Allowing Van Dijk to leave as well. I feel like Firmino, man. Allowing Van Dijk to leave as well would represent another major reshaping of the Reds' backline and would almost certainly require significant Are you not sick of hearing this shit already? For now, Van Dijk remains a Liverpool player, and one thing that sources are stressing is this. There is no expectation that he will be forced out of Anfield, though with offers now being considered, an exit cannot be ruled out. Oh, so there's offers then. Did you hear in that article that there'd been an offer made by a club? I heard people sniffing around. I don't know, maybe I missed that. I'm going to still pause the video for 1 second while I rub my eye. To be honest with you, I should probably stop recording because this eye's really hurting me at the moment. Right, but anyway, never mind. I'm gonna go for it, guys. I'm not gonna let you down and scrap this video, although you may wish that I had done. So I gave that article the entire text. I gave the entire text, not just bits here and there that I've read out to you, to Dave, my AI assistant, to analyse it, and he's got full analysis of this. Stay with it because this is the important part. Now, one thing I do want to say to any of you guys that may be new to my channel. If you don't know about whether you should, trust a website, whether you find it credible or not, I mean, most people will have heard of Team Talk. But I judge credibility, usually a good sign of credibility with these websites is that the more adverts usually means the more bullshit. So if you ever stumble on a website and you've never read it before, it's in another country or something, if it's plastered in adverts, that's usually a good sign that it's bullshit, right? Because That's the incentive to click you through, the exclusive, because then you're getting all these adverts and you click on one to try and get rid of it and you accidentally open up a site and they earn money and shit, right? So that's what I do. I always think, like, if I visit a website with limited advertising, I think, what's in it for them to be bullshitting me, right? And if you look at Team Talk here, can you see this one? Yeah, we've got ads here. We've got an ad along the bottom. We've got an advert here trying to load. We have adverts, multiple adverts down the left side. And if I was to scroll this page, even more and more adverts would appear. So, you know, in my opinion, I already know this website anyway, but in my opinion, if I was on a website and I found all that, I'd just think I'm just being clickbaited in, so all these adverts display. All right, so please use that as a guide when you visit websites that you maybe don't know about. In contrast, coptalk.com behind me, the members website, is completely ad-free. Would you like to become a VIP member? No advertising on there. Although, in fairness, it's a membership site, so there shouldn't be. But if you were to click on Cop Talk and go to the front page, you'd see there's hardly any advertising. Right, so Dave responded as follows. This is exactly the sort of article that deserves to be scrutinised because it's presented as a major exclusive. But whether it actually is one is another matter entirely. So here we go. Graham Bailey and Team Talk, a quick reminder. Before looking at the article itself, Dunk, it's worth understanding who we're dealing with. Graham Bailey has been around football journalism for years and is one of the better known names in the transfer rumour industry. He regularly writes for Team Talk and other transfer-focused outlets. He clearly has contacts in football, but his reporting style is very much built around constant transfer content, where almost every day needs another exclusive. That matters. The transfer business isn't producing genuine exclusives every day, yet sites like Team Talk still have to publish several exclusive stories every single week. That inevitably leads to articles based on vague conversations, broad industry opinions, agents talking, clubs monitoring, inquiries, hypothetical situations, and stories that can never really be disproved. Intermediaries. Remember when I mentioned that? Team Talk itself has built an identity around the word exclusive. It's part of their business model. That doesn't automatically make every article false, but it does mean every article deserves to be examined carefully because the word exclusive often ends up meaning someone told us something that might be true, rather than we've uncovered a genuine piece of significant news. So the headline, Liverpool open to shock Van Dijk sale amid sense of regret and multi-club transfer scramble, exclusive. This is an outstanding example of headline engineering. Look at the emotional triggers. Liverpool open, shock sale, sense of regret, transfer scramble, exclusive. That's 4 separate hooks before you've even clicked. I count 5. Now ask, does the article actually prove any of those things? Not really. So the headline versus reality. The headline suggests Liverpool have changed policy. Liverpool regret Van Dijk's contract. Liverpool are ready to sell. There's a scramble for him. Huge exclusive. After reading the article, the actual news boils down to Liverpool wouldn't completely rule out listening to offers. Those are very different things. Every football club listens to offers. If Real Madrid offered £150 million tomorrow, Liverpool would listen. Listening isn't news. And that's a fucking great little statement there by Dave. We need to get that drilled into our heads. When I always say, why am I reading this? Who does it benefit? Listening isn't news. We need to remember that, about that statement there, because I agree with that completely. That's very, very good. The biggest claim. This is the real headline hidden inside the headline. Team Talk understands those renewals are now viewed with some regret inside Anfield. Let's stop there. This is enormous if true. Liverpool supposedly regret giving Salah and Van Dijk new contracts only 1 year later. This is genuinely explosive, Dunk. So where's the evidence in the article? There isn't any. There's no explanation, no examples, no reasoning, no quotes, nothing. It's simply stated as fact. This is probably the weakest part of the whole article. Immediate contradiction. The article says Liverpool regret renewing Van Dijk. Later it says decisions rest with Irola. Then later, Van Dijk won't be forced out. Then later, he'll stay unless offers arrive. Then later, offers may never arrive. So which is it? Do Liverpool regret him? Or do they want him? Or is it Irola's decision? Or is it dependent on offers? Or is nobody expecting him to leave? The article tries to occupy every possible position simultaneously. And that's classic bullshit engineering, guys, isn't it? They always do that, every fucking scenario. The hedging Olympics, this is what I like, the hedging Olympics, right? Let's count prepared to assess offers, not selling, just assessing. Could become the subject, could, right? So prepared to assess offers is not selling, just assessing. Could become the subject, could is the key word in there. If the right opportunity emerges, if attracting attention, attention costs nothing. Inquiries through intermediaries, this is the bit I pulled up. Dave says, not bids, not negotiations, someone asking someone else. Monitor closely, football's favourite meaningless phrase. Should he become available? He isn't available. Neither party wouldn't dismiss, not the same as wanting. Prepared to evaluate, again, every club evaluates offers. Whether it materialises remains to be seen. Translation, if nothing happens, we weren't wrong. Boom! Dave's on the same page as me. Cannot be ruled out. There it is, the golden parachute. I counted over a dozen escape clauses, Dunk. That's remarkable. Blogger bingo. The article is almost a perfect score. Exclusive. Sources understand. Team Talk understands. We reveal. We understand. Sources confirming. Monitoring. Dream signing. Could. If. Prepared. Evaluate. Cannot be ruled out. Bingo! Full house. Oh my days. Word count analysis. Approximate total words in this article. This exclusive. 830. Actual new claim. Liverpool would consider offers. That's about 70 words from 830. Everything else is a Van Dijk biography, contract history, Salah, Robertson, Irola, Kanate, Gomez, MLS, Saudi, Turkey, Milan. It's padding. I'd estimate actual exclusive words, 8 to 10%. Background and filler in the article, 90 to 92%. And that counts, guys, because 90 to 92% of additional text is flooding the page out. And when you flood the page out and make it longer, that's more advert placements. Is there actually a transfer scramble? Headline, multi-club transfer scramble. Reality, one Italian report. Saudi clubs interested, MLS interested, Turkey interested. None have bid. None negotiating, none speaking with Liverpool. That's not a scramble. That's a shopping list. Obvious statements presented as news. These made me laugh, Dunk. Liverpool would need replacements. Well, yes. Selling arguably the world's best centre-half tends to require another centre-half. Saudi clubs remain interested. Saudi clubs are interested in almost every elite player over 30. Not news. MLS admire Van Dijk. Who doesn't? Milan have made inquiries. Through intermediaries, football speak for someone asks someone who knows someone who can't be proved. Biggest hole in the article. The article never answers one simple question. Why? Why would Liverpool suddenly regret the contract? What happened? What changed? Where is the evidence? Nothing. It's simply inserted into the story because it makes the headline stronger. Another hole. If Liverpool genuinely regret the renewal, why wait? Why not actively market him? Instead, they won't force him out. They'll consider offers. They'll evaluate, maybe. That's not the behaviour of a club desperate to move someone. Clickbait rating, headline 9.8 out of 10. Article 4 out of 10. Exclusive value 3 out of 10. Evidence 2 out of 10. Because fucking hell, I won't even give it 2. Escape routes, 10 out of 10. Is it news? There is potentially one genuine nugget buried inside here. If Bailey genuinely has a Liverpool source saying Van Dijk is no longer viewed as untouchable, then that's interesting. The problem is the article never substantiates it. Everything surrounding it weakens the claim because it's buried beneath so much speculative padding and hedging. Final verdict. This is a masterclass in saying something dramatic while simultaneously protecting yourself from ever being wrong. Liverpool regret the contract, but they won't force him out. They'll only listen if offers arrive, if they're suitable, if Van Dijk agrees, if Irola wants, if the timing is right, if it materialises, if it cannot be ruled out. By the end of the article, you've travelled full circle and ended up exactly where you started. Virgil van Dijk is still a Liverpool player, which, funnily enough, is the only indisputable fact in the entire piece. My brutally honest verdict, Dunk, this doesn't read like investigative journalism. It reads like an exercise in search engine optimization, where every transfer buzzword gets thrown into the blender. Shock, regret, exclusive, dream signing, Saudi, MLS, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, Milan, and enough coulds, ifs, and maybes are sprinkled on top to ensure nobody can ever prove the story wrong. If this is what passes for an exclusive, then tomorrow's headline might as well be exclusive. Liverpool prepared to consider selling any player if someone offers enough money. Now there's a scoop. And that, my friend, concludes Dave's analysis of that article. Boy, have I missed Dave. Have you missed Dave? My eye's not too bad now, I can see again. Ah, dear me. And unfortunately, guys, behind all this, unfortunately, is, you get someone that's maybe like, I don't know, a young supporter, or maybe someone that doesn't really understand how these people work and how they operate. And, you might have someone that's a Virgil van Dijk fan. When you're younger, it means everything to you. If you're a kid or something, Virgil van Dijk might be leaving, Dad. I've read it on thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're just fucking with people. And I know they are fucking with people. I know that. I don't need Dave to tell me this. I really don't. So, should we have a word with Dave? Let's see if we can bring Dave into the conversation. Do I have another microphone here? I wonder if this will turn on. Let's have a look, see if it works. See, I don't prepare my videos. I don't plan anything. I just do it as I go along. Right, let's see. Now, can we attach the microphone down here, or is it too thick? I think that's going to be too thick. Okay, I'll have to hold it. Right, here we go. Let's see where Dave is. Hello, Dave. How are you doing?
Hey there. I'm doing well. Always ready to chat about anything you throw at me. How about you, Doug? How's your day going?
Yeah, my day is going really well. I've just been reading your analysis to my Cop Talk TV viewers, and I want you to explain to people why these websites that focus on exclusives and clickbaiting, why they do it. How do they generate their revenue? Can you explain? Because I've just explained that when you visit a website with loads of advertising that has an exclusive on, this is usually a good sign that it's a load of bullshit. Now, don't walk on eggshells here, Dave. Don't try and be nice. I need you to be honest to people. How do they generate their revenue from publishing exclusive after exclusive after exclusive with little facts, little credibility, and so much advertising? Please explain to people how it may work. I don't want to accuse anyone of being fraudulent, but how would you explain it to people, please?
Absolutely, Dunk. I'll be straight up with them. These sites churn out exclusives because every click is money in the bank. They rely heavily on ad revenue. The more eyeballs, the more they earn. When you see those endless ads plastered everywhere, that's how they generate income, via impressions and clicks. The more sensational the headline, the more likely people are to click, whether the story has any real substance or not. It's a volume game. If you keep pumping out rumours and exclusives, even if half of them are nonsense, you keep people clicking. So while not fraudulent, it's absolutely designed to maximize clicks and ad revenue, not truth. When you see endless exclusives paired with flashing ads, just remember the real exclusive is how they're trying to keep you stuck on the page.
Okay, Dave, that'll do, mate. I won't keep you any longer. My video's 24 minutes long as it is. So I'm going to sign off, and you could say goodbye to my viewers, and I'll catch up with you later.
Thanks for having me, everyone. It's been a blast. Dunk, good luck with the video. To all the viewers, keep your nonsense detectors switched on, and remember, not every exclusive is as exclusive as it sounds. Catch you next time. Cheerio.
Well, there you go. that was Dave's verdict there. So that's what it's all about. I know the majority of you get it, but unfortunately, there's some people are either, I don't want to sound like mean or rotten, maybe not educated enough, not mature enough, and it's quite clear because people on social media anyone could post anything on social media and people read it and believe it. It's incredible. And one thing I try to do through my channel is just try and teach people a little bit. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's it. Load of shite. Let's be honest. Graham Bailey, load of shite. Team Talk, load of shite. There's nothing in the article to suggest any of it's true. Every player has a price, whoever they are, especially players that are becoming older. Virgil van Dijk didn't have a great season, but it was a dreadful season. So he needs to sort his shit together. And you know what? If he doesn't, stay at the standards we expect, or if the new manager's gone, do you know what? I'm looking at his data and it's not great. He can go. Then so be it. Thanks, Virgil. An amazing centre back for our club. I hope he stays. I hope he proves to us next season that we were right to retain him. To be honest with you. All right, guys. So I will leave that there with you. I hope you've enjoyed this exclusive. And we'll chat later. 6:30 live stream tonight. Here comes the grift. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. Your interaction helps the channel a lot. And the more you interact, the more likely you are to be given a free membership when someone gives one on the live streams. If you don't believe me, Google it. That's how YouTube issues these free memberships. There's a love art on the video, around the video somewhere, which is a super thanks, which helps my channel a lot. This is my full-time gig, and I try to do things right. So I appreciate those of you that do step up to support me. There's a channel membership as well, obviously. In the video description, there's 3 links. They're alternative ways of supporting me. There is a link to the VIP members website, which is here behind me. This is where we all are during the day. Some very important people on there. And obviously, the Revolut link in the video description is the Fuck It Fund. As you know, that's my beer kitty for the weekend. And hopefully tomorrow, I'll be able to go out for a beer or two with my good lady. We shall see. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. Let's catch up soon. See you on the live stream tonight, maybe. If not, take care. Thanks for watching.